This is a beautiful panoramic view with Touch Me Not Mountain in the center. My trail is in blue. Go to the end of the video and see all the mountains labeled. I've done most of them, but there's plenty more for you to do. I'm reading my trip report from the first time I hiked Touch Me Not Mountain, Thursday, September 17, 2009. I took a personal day off work with a plan to go hike Baldy Mountain in the Cimarron Range. I left the house at 3 a.m. with my dog Daisy. Because it is getting colder, I took a 14-pound pack with emergency items, including 4 pounds of water. It was a rainy and misty 3.5-hour drive. I studied the maps and found a road that I thought would work well on the west side of the mountain. I got there at twilight and found the road on the west side behind locked gates. I made a quick switch of plans and decided to do Touch Me Not Mountain in the same range. Luckily, I'd planned for both mountains just in case something did not work. I headed back to Eagle Nest, New Mexico, then east into the Cimarron Canyon. A short ways into the canyon, at the north end of a big switchback, is a dirt road that heads north. There are 2 dirt roads, and I took the one to the immediate right. I had my 4-wheel drive Land Cruiser and headed up the road. It was cloudy and misty all the way. There's no way that this road could have been done without a 4-wheel drive vehicle. I went about 4 miles up this rugged road and came to a parallel road and parked. If you're going, my coordinates were 36, 33.479 north, 105, 12.160 west. I left at 7 a.m. The elevation was 10,784 feet. I walked down an old logging road until the end and then headed back thinking I'd missed the trail at the start. I was 1.6 miles to the end and back. I started a second time, this time leaving at 7:30. Down the logging road is another logging road that turns left. I went that way, heading downhill all the time. At the base of the logging road is the saddle, elevation 10,600 feet. There's a very old trail that heads along the ridge line from the saddle to the top. It's very hard to find, but someone stacked rocks to make it easier. Thanks to whoever did that. It never rained, but the whole time was a walk in thick, misty clouds. You could feel the moisture in the air. Once you reach the area above the timberline, it's a loose boulder hike. It's not dangerous, just hard on the feet. My dog and I made the top at 8:40 a.m., elevation 12,044 feet. You could not see anywhere for the clouds. The hike was about 2 miles. I took a couple pictures, thought about continuing on to Baldy Mountain, but it seemed a little too far for the day. It was a little cold on the top, and you could see that there had already been a slight snow, summer not being over yet. I headed down the same way and arrived back at the car at 10:20 a.m. It was about 4 miles round trip, plus my 1.6 mile mistake, 5.6 miles for the day. I don't count a peak unless I get at least 4 miles. This peak fit the criteria. The up-down elevation gain was 1,444 feet. I headed back some of the clouds cleared, and I was surprised by the beauty, the views, and just how steep that mountain road was. After a couple stops, I arrived home at 3 p.m.